Welcome to the third lecture in the series Introduction to New Testament Textual Criticism. How New Testament manuscripts were made. Let's begin with prayer. Heavenly Father, as we consider how to examine ancient books and how they were made, help us to remember that our lives will also be examined when we all stand before the judgment seat. We thank you that through the blood of Christ, our sins are washed away. The new text has been written, one that will be presented without fault and with great joy in your glorious presence. In Jesus' name, Amen. So far, we have reviewed 5 kinds of witnesses to the New Testament text, and we have learned some characteristics of the papyri, uncials, and minuscules. The manuscripts that we have taken a look at are codices, handmade books. Today, we take a closer look at how a codex was made once the papyrus, or parchment, or paper had been provided. In John Donne's Meditation 17, he writes, "All mankind is of one author, and is one volume. When one man dies, one chapter is not torn out of the book, but translated into a better language, and every chapter must be so translated. God employs several translators. Some pieces are translated by age, some by sickness, some by war, some by justice. But God's hand is in every translation, and his hand shall bind up all our scattered leaves again, for that library where every book shall lie open to one another." What did he mean by all our scattered leaves? He wasn't referring to the leaves of trees. He was referring to the leaves of books. In a book, one sheet is called a bifolium, a sheet folded vertically in the middle. Half a bifolium equals a folio, and a folio is a leaf. This has an effect on how pages are numbered. It used to be the norm for the folios of a handmade book to be numbered. Now it is the norm for the pages of books to be numbered. They are paginated rather than foliated. And when a codex lies open, the page on the left is called the verso, and the page on the right is called the recto. One leaf, or one folio of a Greek manuscript, has a front, the recto, and a back, the verso. Now for manuscripts in languages read from right to left and back to front, such as Hebrew or Syriac, this is reversed. So the best way to refer to the pages of ancient manuscripts is not to refer to a page number, but to refer to the folio and its recto or verso. Where we are dealing with a single fragment of a single text that can be identified, the part of the text that comes first in the composition is considered to be the recto. A gathering is several sheets stacked together upon each other and folded vertically down the middle. Sometimes a gathering is made from a stack of 3 sheets, and this is called a ternion. Sometimes a gathering is made from a stack of 5 sheets, and this is called a quinion. But usually, a gathering is made of 4 sheets, called a quaternion, for a total of 16 pages. This kind of gathering is the standard quire. You could say that if a man in ancient times wanted to obtain 4 folded sheets of parchment in order to make a 16-page booklet for a group of singers, he wanted to acquire a quire for a choir. Now, some of the codices had quires made of much more than just 4 sheets. A codex can be made with only one quire folded in the middle. Such a codex is understandably called a single quire codex. This kind of book had some disadvantages. The more pages were folded together, the more creep there would be. The part that sticks out in the middle pages past the edge of its lowest and uppermost page when the quire is folded. Also, the thicker a single quire codex is, the harder it is to keep it closed and to make its pages lie flat. When the sheets of a quire were stacked together, it was customary for the bookmaker to arrange the parchment so that the parchment page that was from the outside of the animal, where the hair had been, faced another page from the outside of the animal, and the opposite side of the page from the inside of the animal faced another page from the inside of the animal. This custom, which could be summed up as hair faces hair and flesh faces flesh, is called Gregory's rule, because it was first detected by C.R. Gregory. Papyrus is a plant, and those papyrus pages had neither hair nor flesh, but papyrus sheets in the Codex also tended to be arranged using the same principle, so that the smoother side of each folio faced the smoother side of the next folio, and the rougher sides of the folios faced each other. Now, to avoid the problems that arose with single quire codices, the multi-quire codex was invented. Instead of beginning as one stack of sheets, the book began as two or more stacks of sheets folded in the middle. These booklets, each consisting of one quire, were then sewn to each other to form a book, which was usually given a protective binding or cover of some sort. In some cases, the book was kept in a special leather pouch or satchel. The multi-quire codex had some advantages over scrolls. For example, when reading a codex, it's much easier to page through a codex of the Gospels and compare parallel passages than it was with a scroll. Also, if one folio of a codex is damaged, it can be removed and replaced. Scrolls can be repaired too, but it's more trouble. When making a codex, if the main copyist were to make a mistake, so bad that it ruined the entire page, the proofreader, or whoever noticed the mistake, could remove the individual sheet and replace it with one in which the mistake had been corrected. This meant, of course, not only replacing the text on the page where the mistake had appeared, but also the text on the other folio on the sheet, 4 pages of text in all. Such a replacement page is called a cancel sheet. Before a copyist wrote the text on a page, the page first had to be ruled. That is, the page needed to be marked with lines for the copyist to follow. Some codices have the text arranged in just one column on each page. Some codices have the text in 2 columns. Codex Vaticanus is almost unique by having the text formatted in 3 columns on most pages, although in its Old Testament portion in the books of poetry, the format is 2 columns per page. If a manuscript was intended to feature commentary material in the margins, this usually had to be anticipated and the page format had to be adjusted accordingly. Some manuscripts appear to have been prepared quire by quire before the quires were sewn together. Quires were typically numbered. It was not unusual at the end of a quire for the copyist to write the first word of the next quire. These were called catchwords, and along with the quire numbers, they helped the person who assembled the book, and people who later repaired the book, avoid getting the quires in the wrong order. But sometimes the quires got mixed up anyway. There was more to the production of a book besides the reproduction of the text of its exemplar. If a manuscript was the product of a scriptorium, a center for producing manuscripts, then after the initial production of the quires, a supervisor proofread the work of his assistants, correcting their mistakes. The proofreading supervisor is called the diorthotes. Embellished letters were often written in different ink. It might be red, it might be gold, it might be a combination of colors, after the main text was written. If there were illustrations, some space had to be left for them. In some manuscripts, the space has been left for the illustrations, but the illustrator apparently never showed up. And some manuscripts have apparently cannibalized illustrations from other manuscripts. Pictures have been cut from other parchment pages and been glued down onto pages in a manuscript. Another thing to consider when we look at what went into the production of a manuscript is that we are not always looking at the result of a single production event. Some manuscripts were made by more than one copyist, and the larger a manuscript is, the more likely this is to be the case. Sometimes the text of a manuscript was adjusted to conform to a different exemplar. In cases where this was attempted, the person who made the adjustments is called a corrector, whether or not he was indeed making the text in the copy more like the original text. A corrector might work on a manuscript before it left the scriptorium, or a corrector might work on a manuscript hundreds of years after its initial production. A manuscript could be damaged and also be repaired long after its initial production. A manuscript might be supplemented with lectionary-related material long after it was first made. And sometimes If the script that was initially written on the page had faded, a later copyist might trace over or reinforce the old lettering. So we need to be on the lookout for indications of changes that a manuscript has undergone after it was initially made. This can involve not only alterations to the text, but also physical changes to the book. Books and their bindings were occasionally damaged, whether by fire or water or simple wear and tear, and they needed to be repaired. Sometimes the pages were retrimmed, and in some cases the person doing the trimming was careless and trimmed away not only some material in the outer margin, but also lines of text. Sometimes the covers of New Testament manuscripts feature a layer of padding on the inside, and sometimes this padding was made of pages from discarded manuscripts. In rare cases, the cover of a New Testament manuscript may contain pages of another New Testament manuscript. But being turned into binding padding is not the most drastic post-production change that could happen to a manuscript. Some manuscripts were recycled. There were times and places where parchment was scarce or expensive or both, and if a copyist possessed a parchment book that he did not consider valuable, he might dismantle it and wash or scrape the ink off of its pages in order to obtain the parchment. Now, why would anyone recycle a New Testament manuscript? The manuscript might be written in an unfamiliar language. A Latin-speaking copyist might not see a Greek manuscript of the Gospels as valuable if he didn't know any Greek. The manuscript also might be considered surplus. A pragmatic Greek-speaking copyist might not consider a particular Greek manuscript of the Gospels as valuable if he worked at a monastery where there were dozens of Greek manuscripts of the Gospel on hand. And the manuscript might have been damaged. A copyist might possess a manuscript that had been damaged beyond repair, but still have some intact pages which could be reused. Why throw away valuable parchment when it could be made into useful parchment simply by scraping off its ink? For whatever reason, copyists recycled quite a few manuscripts of books of the New Testament, washing and scraping off the ink, which rendered the parchment blank, so that it could be reused as material to hold a different text. At least it looked blank for a while, but in the course of time the ink that had bonded to the parchment became perceptible again. Because the parchment of these manuscripts has been scraped twice, once during its initial production and again when it was recycled, such a manuscript is called a palimpsest, from the Greek words for scraped again. On a palimpsest, the earliest layer of writing is called the lower writing, and the more recent layer of writing is called the upper writing. The parchment of some palimpsest has been recycled more than once, which can present a challenge to those trying to read the earliest layer of text. A relatively new method of detecting the lower writing involving some special equipment is called multi-spectral imaging. For details about a specific single quire codex, Papyrus 46, visit the University of Michigan's website that describes the structure of P46. Just search for University of Michigan Papyrus 46 Codex. All of the pages about P46 there are worth exploring. I also recommend watching the video, 7 minutes and 35 seconds long, at YouTube, called C-SPAN Cities Tour, Ann Arbor, P46, the Pauline Epistles. For some additional general information about the structure of a codex, watch the video, 2 minutes and 8 seconds long, The Structure of a Medieval Manuscript, made available at YouTube by the Getty Museum. For information about ruling a page, arranging the lines and margins, watch the video, Making Manuscripts, the Page, 1 minute and 40 seconds long, made available at YouTube by the British Library. And finally, for more information about what can be done with multi-spectral imaging, watch the video, 5 minutes and 16 seconds long, Codex Zacynthius Manuscript Edition, or Manuscript ADD.10062, Recovering the Text of the Oldest New Testament Catena Manuscript, made available at YouTube by the Cambridge University Library. Thank you.